I'm so excited that I get to spend such a very special holiday with you. It's very rare that I get to spend a favorite holiday with all of my friends. Now, why do I love this holiday so much? Because everything is green and it's so much fun. It's just like running around in the fields outside. I love painting and all of the different colors and also dyeing things like my food. Did anyone have anything really fun today? We had green pancakes and they were delicious. Everyone in the kitchen worked so hard on them today. We gobbled them all right up. Well, hello there for everyone that's joining in. My name is Belle, and I'm so excited to get to know all of you personally. Today, while you're joining in, I'd love to be able to get to know your name and what kingdom you're from. So be sure to let me know in the comments so that way I can say a very special hello. Also, I want to say a very special thank you to the Princess Party Company for bringing me here today. Oh my goodness, the fairy godmother does such a wonderful job making sure so many of us princess friends and wizarding friends and superhero friends get to join you each and every day here, right on Facebook Live. We'd also love to meet as many friends as possible, so always be sure to share this video on your page or create a watch party so I can be sure to say hi to your friends as well. Well, I also want to hear about all of your very special traditions that you've started today, so let me know if there's anything particularly fun so that way we can add it to our celebrations every year. Of course, we're going to have tea time and story time as they're two of my favorite things. And today I've got one of my very special favorites. I recently started drinking this just this year. It's called chai tea. Have you ever heard of it before? Oh, it's so delicious. Be sure to grab yours if you happen to have something fun to drink or to eat. It's always good to have snack time with friends. Delicious. It warms my heart right as it goes down. Have you ever drank something like that? It tastes like a hug in a cup, as Olaf would say. Do any of you know my friend Olaf? He's so fun. Elsa and Anna have conjured up the most fabulous friend for us to get to hang out with all the time. He does give the best hugs. Well, I'm very excited for story time today, and I'll be sure to say hello to so many of you so very soon. But today, we're going to do story time first. Now, as always, I always remove my gloves before reading because they do often slip on the pages. Does anyone perhaps know why I wear gloves as a princess? No? Oh, it looks like one of you got it correct. You see, because I'm a princess that's marrying into a royal family, I wear gloves. It's a traditional thing to be able to decipher who married into the family and who was born of the family. Versus a lot of my princess friends that wear crowns on their head or tiaras, it's because they were born into that royal family. Now, eventually, we all do get our own tiaras and crowns, but I love the tradition. As you all know that I love reading, and I've loved to learn about the history of families and different cultures from around the world. It's very important to learn about places that you've never been to before and people that you know nothing about. So that way you can always be learning and expanding and sharing love and light with every person you come in contact with. Because everyone in this world deserves love and respect. Right? Right. Now let's read a book from one of my recent travels, which I absolutely loved. And you might recognize one of my friends who joined along with me. Now this is a book that you might have been able to pick up from the store you might have on your very own shelf. This is our 5-Minute Princess Stories series. And there's a few of those books, but this one looks just like this on the cover. If you happen to have it, just go ahead and grab it off the shelf and you can read along with me and sound out the words. And if not, don't worry. I'll be sure to share the illustrations and keep you just as involved. Today, we're going to read a story called Belle's Flight. Ooh, interesting, right? Belle's Flight. Belle and her father, does anyone know my father's name? Maurice, that's right. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. Where is my head? It must be with those sugary green pancakes I had earlier. How do we start every single fairy tale? That's right. 4 magic words. Once upon a time. Now let's start this over properly, shall we? All right, here we go, friends. Once upon a time, Belle and her father, Maurice, were on their way to Paris to visit the French National Library. Belle couldn't wait to explore all the books. Maurice chuckled. All of them? I hope we'll have enough time. Have any of you been to a really big library before with tons of books that you could run around and see? Oh, they're so magnificent, so very beautiful. And this is a library unlike anything I've seen before outside of the castle. The French National Library is filled with stories, novels, documentaries, autobiographies, lovely books. And I love a good trip with my father. It's so much fun. Can you all see my father? Can you point him out? Now, who do you think is leading our carriage ride? That's right, that's my horse, Philippe. Very good, friends. Very good indeed. Through the fields of sunflowers. Sunflowers are such a beautiful flower, don't you think? But the journey would take a couple of days, so they planned a few stops along the way to sightsee. It makes every trip more fun. After a few hours of the first day, the travelers reached the country inn, where they would spend the night. Look at this beautiful country inn that we stayed at. Isn't it so wonderful? I absolutely love it. The flowers in the windowsill look very similar to the ones I pulled from our fields today. Et voilà! Cheese and warm baguettes, the landlady announced when all of her guests were settled. Maurice happily thanked her for her hospitality, but Belle's attention was caught by a young woman who was busy writing in a notebook. What is she writing? Belle wondered. Maybe an adventure novel? Or a fairy tale? I did find her rather interesting. Can you point out my new friend? Yeah, that's right. She's wearing a big blue dress and a hat with a big blue bow on it. And wearing glasses too. Very good. And then came the perfect chance for Belle to find out. The writer accidentally dropped some of her pages on the ground and didn't notice. You dropped these, Belle said, returning the papers to the mysterious writer. Thank you, the girl said. I was so focused on my travel journal that I didn't notice they'd fallen. A travel journal? How amazing, Belle exclaimed. Where have you traveled? The girl smiled and joined Belle and Maurice at their table. Her name was Sophie. I visited every town in France to search out wonderful inventions, she said. Belle was amazed. What is your next destination? She asked. Now, who else makes inventions? That's right, my father, Maurice. And there we go. You can see her at the table. And that's when she dropped all of her things, and that was me returning them to her. And that's when she joined us at the table with our cheese and bread to discuss all about her travels. I wonder what her next destination will be, huh? Let's see. England. I'll show you how I'm traveling there, Sophie said, heading for the door. How exciting. Now, who might be one of my friends that's from England that you might know, or that has visited England? I can think of one. Have you ever heard of my friend Wendy? That's right. And my friend Tinkerbell went to give her the magic dust so she could fly off to Neverland. That's so amazing, right? Maybe Sophie was going to visit her too. England. I'll show you how I'm traveling there, Sophie said, heading for the door. She led Belle and Maurice to a meadow where she was keeping an extraordinary vehicle, a hot air balloon. Oh my goodness, what a way to travel. Look at this beautiful illustration. Oh my goodness, do you see the hot air balloon? Very good. And the big field with the hot air balloon, and Looks like there's some animal friends there too. How sweet. Have you ever seen a hot air balloon before? They can be so colorful and they're so very quiet and peaceful, right? Such an amazing invention. Belle and Maurice wanted to know everything about the balloon, so Sophie showed them how it worked. I built it myself, she explained. Why don't you join me for a short flight? Belle and Maurice were thrilled. They scrambled into the basket and took off with Sophie on their first balloon flight. The world seemed so small from up so high. The clouds are moving in fast, Sophie pointed as they flew higher. Uh-oh, I think a storm might be heading our way, Maurice explained. Now before we get to how the storm went, look at the amazing balloon when we were offered to go. Isn't that so fun? And then that's us up looking at the fields below us. Look at the beautiful purple bushes there. What do you think that might be? Do you think it could be lavender, perhaps? I wonder if it's a bunch of lavender bushes. And there's some sunflowers and some other bushes down here, I think, for grapes. How amazing. Now let's see what happens next. Large raindrops soon followed. I've never flown in a storm, Sophie called. We better land, Belle shouted over the wind. Belle and Maurice held on tightly while Sophie turned the fire down and they started to descend. But as the balloon lowered to the ground, a gust of wind pushed them towards a tree. A branch sliced open the canvas. Whoosh. Uh-oh. Look at that storm. Would you be a little nervous being high up in the air in that storm? It is a little nerve-wracking, isn't it? There we all are. You can tell I was a little nervous. The balloon plummeted to the ground. Sophie was upset that her hot air balloon was ruined. Don't worry. Together we can fix it, Belle reassured her. When the skies cleared, Belle, Maurice, and Sophie got to work. They sewed, they weaved, they hammered. Soon the balloon was good as new. You've saved the day, Sophie said. As thanks, she gave Belle and Maurice a special gift, the blueprints for her contraption. When we go home, we can build a balloon together, Belle told her father. But first, let me take you to Paris, Sophie exclaimed. Oh, amazing! Look at, this is all of us fixing the balloon. Isn't that sweet that we were working together? A lot can get done when you work together. And there's the blueprints to the hot air balloon that Sophie made herself. See, you can do anything when you set your mind to it. Let's see. Soon, Philippe and his wagon were back on the road to Paris, but this time with special flying guides. We're nearly there, Belle called from the balloon. When they finally entered the French National Library, Belle couldn't believe her eyes. There were books on every subject. Look at how we guided my dad, Maurice, and Philippe into Paris. Isn't that fun? And there's just a little glimmer of us with the huge library behind. It was truly incredible. She couldn't wait to start reading. First on her list, travel journals, then books on flying, then maps of the world, then anything and everything. And how do we end our story? And they all lived happily ever after. Very good, friends. Look at all of the books I have around me. And I do have to say, I read quite a few books while I was there. The end. What an amazing story. I do love that story so very much. Now, I do have so many friends I'd like to say hello to, and maybe one of these days I'll be able to take my own hot air balloon all the way to visit you in your kingdom. One day when the gates are open wide and we can all start traveling again. But let me say hello to my friends first. Let's see. First and foremost, we have Princess Kelsey that has joined us today. Hello, Princess Kelsey. It's so wonderful to see you. And we also have Princess Jenny with us. Hi, Princess Jenny. I miss you and I hope that you're well. And we also have a king and queen with us today. We have King Terry and Queen Becky. Hello there. It's so wonderful to see you. I hope you are well in your kingdom. Far away, you may have heard of it before. It's called Indianapolis. It's crazy. It's in the middle of the United States of America. Lots of fields, and speaking of green, lots of green around. And let's see, we have Princess Samantha. Hello there, Princess Samantha. And Princess Tiffany. Hello, Princess Tiffany. It's so wonderful to see you today. Thank you for joining me. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And we also have Princess Jessica and Princess Allie. Hello there. And oh, we have another queen that's joined us. And this queen comes from a state that is very close to Indianapolis, but it looks a little bit more like a mitten. Do you know what state I'm talking about? Michigan, that's right. That's right. It looks a lot like this. And that is Queen Lisa, the Queen of Michigan. Hello there, Queen Lisa. It's so wonderful to see you. And let's see, we also have Aliana. What a beautiful name you have, Princess. And also Princess Ava and Princess Noelle. Hello there, girls. And of course, we have Princess Sophia Quinn with me today. Hello there, dear. It's so wonderful to see you. And also another Princess Lisa. Hello there, Princess. I guess it is quite the royal name then. And also Eden and Brock. And Brock, is it your 5th birthday today? You're a whole handful? That is so exciting. Happy birthday. I'm sending you a very big birthday hug. Everybody, let's join in together and give Brock the biggest birthday hug. Ready? We're all going to stick our right arm out and cross it to our left shoulder. And then our left arm out and cross it to our right shoulder. And we're going to sway back and forth so he gets the biggest birthday hug. Happy birthday, Brock. And let's see, we also have Princess Lila and Ada and Ruby. Hello there, girls. You three must be sisters or best friends. Oh, how wonderful. And let's see, we also have Princess Priscilla. Hello there, Princess. Wonderful to see you. And also Hannah and Benjamin. Hi there, friends. It's so wonderful to have you with me today. And let's see, we also have Prince Sean. Hello there, Prince Sean. And let's see, we also have one more, and it's Anashuka. Let's see, Anushka. I think it's Anushka. Let me know if I ever mispronounce your name as well. I always want to make sure that I'm saying your name properly. As I said right at the very beginning of our afternoon together, it's so important to get to know your neighbors, your friends, and be kind to strangers, everyone you meet. It's great to learn and read about cultures and places you've never been to, and also always to ask and treat someone with kindness. If you don't know their name, or perhaps you're confused on something, that's the nicest way, is to always ask and smile and share love. And oh, we have Princess Emma with us today. Hello there, Princess Emma. It's wonderful, wonderful to see you, my dear. And let's see, I have a question coming in. What is my favorite snack food? Snacks are a very fun thing, aren't they? I do love a plate of warm cheese and bread. I think it's so much fun. We have a very fancy name for it over in France. We call it charcuterie. Have you ever heard of that before? It's a mouthful, isn't it? But I think it's very fun. I also really love strawberries, especially when I pick them fresh from the fields. They're delicious. And let's see. Kelsey, your dog is chewing your books. Oh my goodness. Well, you can't let your puppy do that. You have to tell them you have to read them before they can eat them. And besides, that's not very tasty, is it? Oh my goodness, it's been so wonderful to spend my afternoon with you all. I hope that you all have an amazing St. Patrick's Day and you do something fun. And before we go, I have just a little hint of magic for you. You see, something very fun about St. Patrick's Day is there's a little magic in the air. Sometimes you may have seen or experience something that a leprechaun did. Did you? It sounds like a couple of you have. Leprechauns are very fun, aren't they? Oh, Jessica, it's your birthday. Before I move any farther, I must also say a very big happy birthday to Jessica. All right, we know the drill. Let's put our arms out and cross them tight and sway back and forth for a big birthday hug for Miss Jessica. Happy birthday, dear. Now, for those of you that experienced a little magic today, we're going to continue to spread the magic even more. One of my friends that often wears green as well, can you think of her name? Tinkerbell, that's right. She actually gave me a little pixie dust, and if you close your eyes and truly believe in the power of magic, then you can have a little wish come true today. So everyone go ahead and close your eyes for me and think real tight on a wish that you hope to come true. Now, the way to truly believe in the power of magic is to see that dream coming true right in your mind. That's right, create it. And believe in magic and believe that it can actually come true. And 1, 2, 3. I hope that the pixie dust made it all the way to you. And if you believe in your heart that magic can come true, I know it did. I'm looking forward to seeing you all very soon. If you would ever love to meet with me personally and have some one-on-one time, you can always do that. Just click on the link so that way I can be connected with you. Our fairy godmother is so very good at organizing our schedules. And always be sure to check in every single day, as there's a new face every day that wants to spend time with you as well. Be it a princess or a superhero or a witch or a wizard, we all are here for you. Happy St. Patrick's Day, friends. I'll see you next time.